Hello there, my lovely Legionnaires. How are we doing? Are we doing good? I hope we're doing good. I'm doing good. Oh, I need to turn the fucking Wi-Fi back on. Shit. I keep forgetting that my phone can't connect to my tracking software if I don't have my fucking shit turned on. Listen, I'm not stupid. You're stupid. Hello. 4-day weekend, trying to be on Discord as little as possible, decompressing after the everything of recent times. Understandable. Hello, Daedalus. They made the lady too hot. Which lady? I presume to know, but which one? Hermaeus Mora? First 3 episodes. Love Meg, so I'm here. The large lady. Watching OP live action right now. I'm so happy for you. Hello.
Did you see the fucking stupid ass bullshit from the IGN review?
I did. We simply
used too much from the source material. Yeah, I would hope.
I sure hope it does.
Just did the major plot beats. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I hope it does. Like what? We on there and in there.
Oh, it's too concerned. Like it was at its worst when it did major plot beats and fan service. When like, did you not want it to be One Piece? Also, there was no fan service. Other than We Are, I guess, but like We Are is One Piece, so
I was gonna say
in there wouldn't make sense.
I was gonna say We Are? Bink Sake? Maybe?
But even then, there was a diegetic reason for that to be there and have it make sense.
Yeah, it's a drinking song. It's like 100 years old. I loved... no, I didn't like it. I thought it was bad, which is why we're drawing fan art, and I've been retweeting nothing but SCHYULER edits for the past, like, 2 days. Finished episode 8. It was peak. I loved it. It was so good. Clacky keyboard's more durable than quiet ones. Thought I'd mention that. I like my clacky keyboard. So give me the lore of these OCs. I crave lore. So only one of these is an OC. This is...
That's Sanji.
This is just Sanji. From One Piece.
Curly brows.
My boy, my curly brows. So, So I'll talk a little bit about Meg. So for those of you who are YouTube onlys, this will be the first time you've ever seen Meg. Our dearest Megara. I said this last week. I think last week we talked about this a little bit, where I was like, cringe is dead. I'm living my life. I'm making OCs. You cannot stop me. Solar Sands is a cuck and has no free will and has no reign over me and my desires anymore. So Big Mac, thank you for the $20 super chat. What did you think about Usopp and Kaya? I'm so happy. I'm happy for them. I'm so glad. He got his smooch. His little smeech smorch that he fucking deserved. Good for him.
Oda approved of everything, that means he approved of that.
It means he approved of that. It means he approved of Helmeppo's bare ass.
His dick slapping against his leg.
So the girlies will say. Is it canon now? I don't know. I don't think so. Oda said that this is something... He said the live action is based on it, but it's something... It's its own thing, is what he said. So it's not like it's canon, but it's...
What did you think about Usopp and Kaya?
I'm gonna turn this
I'm counting it as supplemental material. I don't know about you.
Yeah. He said it's supplemental, it's not. Cody looks like you mixed the actors for Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy.
I can't believe Kobe. I'm so happy that Kobe was safe enough to come out and be trans.
I'm so glad Kobe is trans. So I'm gonna talk about Megara a little bit, just so you have a little bit of a framework. So this is Meg. I drew her arc outfits. This is Megara. So I decided I've been doing a lot of healing, chat. And that's gonna sound like a wild starter for like OC lore, but like I've been doing a lot of healing. I've been healing a lot of like a lot of like old art. I mean, I don't want to say trauma, but it's trauma. Like from the old days when you'd get mocked for this kind of shit, you know? I'm like, you know what? I'm a fucking grown-up. I can do whatever I want. The actor's trans, but the joke we keep making is that Kobe's trans. So I decided that since I'm a grown-up and you can't tell me what to do and cringe culture's dead and fuck you and fuck your mom, I would make a cute One Piece girl that I could ship with Sanji because I love him with all of my heart. And now two of my closest friends have specifically said that watching Whole Cake is infuriating because that's her man.
When I get to Whole Cake, it's gonna be... I'm also going to hate putting on principles. It's like, no, that's not right.
So, so Megara, you have members who can join to be members. You're gonna have to qualify what that sentence means. Am I going to activate like YouTube memberships? I might. I've been thinking about it. So Megara is so she's a mermaid. But she's special, you see. She's a Sea King mermaid. So not only is she obscenely large, she's like, I think I said like 7'10"? So she's like 7 feet 10 inches tall. She's a big girl. But she's also very physically strong. She is the daughter of the canon character, Fisher Tiger, because I love Fisher Tiger. I think he's the coolest. I'm here for fisherman rights. She's kind of... I don't picture her being, like... I mean, I get to say that she's part of the crew, because... I do. I get to say so. So she would join the crew after Fishman Island. So she's integrated into the story, in Fishman Island. I've thought repeatedly about, like... Welcome to a fun episode of Heaton wants to rewrite parts of One Piece so that her OC can be in it. But, like, I made her so that she can date the funny cook, the funny chef who does the cakes. I have a lot of thoughts about her. So if you have questions about her that are more than that, you can ask. I just don't know what else you'd want to know about her. She has, I'm so proud of her fucking... Hang on, let me get her fucking... Honey. Sweetheart. Darling. I'm okay. We're gonna... You know what? So, first of all, I wanna check something. Hang on. Hang on. We're gonna do a quick little check. That's what I thought. So, quickest question. Before I ban you, because I'm going to, who are you? Because you're not Tippy. I know you're not Tippy. Because I just checked Tippy's account. So you're not Tippy. I'm not stupid. And this isn't funny. Let's see. Yeah. Like, you know that I can, like, you know that I can see that, right? I can see that your YouTube tag is Infected Titan Speaker Man. Who the fuck are you? Like, do you think I'm dumb? Like, dog. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking banned. Unfucking believable. Dog. Baby, I don't know why you thought. Like, did you fucking... Yeah, that's not fucking Tippy's behavior at all. Are you kidding me? Fuck. Sure, whatever.
Anyway, we got questions about Meg in the chat.
Was gonna fucking... I just fucking giggled at the mental image of, like, Heaton's a Toon supporter. Yeah, I just only made a video about how much I hated him. But sure, that's cool, whatever. Anyway. Oh, no, it's an impersonation account. I just double-checked. So I was like, I feel like that's not right. And then I double-checked, and yeah.
The hybrid asks, does Meg have the red sun somewhere on her body?
She does! It's Baba right here on her upper shoulder. You can't see it in this drawing. You can't see it on this drawing because it's on the other side. She was on the ship. She was with them. She was with the Sun Pirates until she was probably about, like, 6 or 7. And then after Tiger passed, they brought her back to the island. Because Jinbei was worried that that if somebody found out that she was Tiger's daughter, that she'd be targeted.
If she's Fisher Tiger's daughter, should her name not be Fisher Megara?
Her name is Fisher Megara. She went by just Megara for like a long time. Because she wasn't.
Did she also not know that Fisher Tiger was her dad for a while?
She also didn't know. Jinbei and her mother kept it a secret from her for a while because they were worried, again, that someone would come for retaliation against the Sun Pirates, but she figured it out. Like, spoilers, that secret wasn't kept very long. Commissions, give me a minute. I'll give you a link to my commission sheet. I want to tell you preemptively. So the way that commissions work for me are that I have a Google Forms link that you'll fill out, and I will do the artwork. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Gabe. Appreciate it immensely. Hang on, here's my commission sheet. When are you making a step-by-step on how you draw Earth Genasi? I can if you want. I've thought about, like, doing a thing for, D in December where I talk about, like, the features that I give all of my characters that are of particular, races. I hope stuff like that hasn't been a constant occurrence. It hasn't. This was a first time. It's why it took me a second to process what had happened. Did you fall in love with Sanji right away, or did it take a minute? It took a little bit. Predominantly because our boy was not on his best behavior during Fishman Island. It took a while for her to, like, come around on Sanji. Not too long. She realizes that, like, oh fuck, I want to smooch his face. Like, not too long after Punk Hazard. But she, like, comes around on him as a person, like, by the end of Fishman Island. But, their first impressions of each other were not, or her first impression of him, I guess. His first impression of her was woman, therefore perfect, but, yeah, her first impression of him was not great. Spoilers, the mermaid who sort of made defending the fishmen a large part of her personality, not a big fan of mermaid fetishists, and therefore not a big fan of Sanji.
One Piece is like the one with fruits, right? What kind did she take? Maybe a shark one? Also, you have fan-made fruits?
She has not consumed a devil fruit. She's a fishman.
Mermaid, technically.
Yeah, she's a mermaid. She's just like that. She was born like that. Somebody will notice, one of my favorite details that I had to come up with later because Brooke reminded me because I'm stupid. I forgot that it's a thing that Oda mentions that mermaid tails don't split. So, when mermaids reach a certain age, their tails can split into legs. But that age is typically 30. And I was like, I forgot about that. So I kind of just bullshit that hers split 5 years early, so she's 25. But she's special. She's, like I said, she's part Sea King, which are like, sea monsters.
Someone did ask about who her mother is, and I know you've drawn her.
I have drawn her mother. Heaton, I'm stupid. Me, intelligence, your dump stat as well? That's true.
The fish folk can eat devil fruits, but it just means they sink. They just can't drown.
I've thought about making some fan-made devil fruit. But I have not made one as of yet.
I mean, does Malik not count?
Oh, you're right! Yeah, Malik has a version of the snake fruit. That's right, that's right. So this is a little girl. I drew her with her dad. I couldn't resist. I wanted to do something like... Why 30 seems late in life. I think that's kind of the point.
Because, fun fact, mermaids, before they have their legs split, are worth more as slaves than after.
This is her mom. Who, by contrast, I liked the idea of, Meg's split early, her mom's never did. And they don't know why. It's just, she never did. But her mother's name is Hera. Cough, cough, Greek mythology theme, cough, cough. Meg is themed after a yellowfin tuna. Her mom is themed after a Bartlett's and Thias. They're pretty tank fish. Her mother was a slave that was rescued by Fisher Tiger. And they had a whole moment. There was a whole bit. Gonna fucking save if you're gonna make noises like that, computer. How do mermaids breed since we have tails? What a good question. So anyway, can Meg use hockey? She can. She can't at first. I picture that she starts learning how to use hockey probably after Whole Cake. And then, by the end of Wano, she can use armament hockey. She's very bad at observation hockey, she's dumb.
Okay, seriously, is it physically possible for you to draw a character that is neither adorable nor hot? I'm not complaining. I'm genuinely curious if it is physically possible for you.
Reflect beauty. Otherwise, it's not art.
Yeah, exactly. Gag. I can. I just simply choose not to.
There are girl fishmen. Fishman is just the species name. There can be male and female mermaids and male and female fishmen. Was her father Zeus? No, her father's Fisher Tiger, but that's the bit. Her mama's smoke show, goddamn. Oh no, her mom's cute. Look, Meg, it's not Sanji's fault mermaids are hot. It's true. Can she become a mermaid like full shark? Nope. The mermaids fan made her no. No, they're real.
Yeah.
That's what Fishman Island is all about the learning about the fishmen and the mermaids, learning about fishman society, and the fishman racism. One of the best allegories for the marginalization of other races that I've ever fucking seen. Thank you, Awesome Platinum Bros, for the $10 super chat. Any new video games, movies, shows, YouTuber that has got your eye, and what is your most anticipated game release? Well, I'm so glad you asked me. Watch all of One Piece live action. Yeah, no, aside from the One Piece live action, which which we consumed all in one day, like totally normal functional adults. Justin totally didn't take a day off of work, and we didn't wake up, watch One Piece, and then do that, and only that, until...
No going outside for you.
We did totally not watch 8 hours of content in one sitting. We're grown-ups. We have lives. Why would we do that? But video games... Okay, my most anticipated game release... I'd really like to know when fucking... I'd really like to know when Silent Hill Townfall and Forte are coming out. I'd love to know when that Silent Hill 2 remake's coming out. I'd love to know if Slitterhead is still coming out. But I think from like the big stuff, like from fucking Summer Games Showcase, I'm really looking forward to that swamp horror thing, that bayou horse. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but that comes out soon, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Fuck. I
have it in my wish list. Hang on, let me pop open Steam.
Mario Wonder looks good.
Mario Wonder looks cool. I'm really excited. I mean, they only just got kickstarted, but Dreadweight looks cool. Man, I need to play Little
Midnight.
South of Midnight, yeah. That's probably the
Thank you,
most...
Wondering.
That's my most anticipated indie right now, is South of Midnight. Because that's really cool. It looks cool. Fucking, like, Coraline-style stop-motion shit, and it's fucking, like, bayou horror? Fuck yeah!
Still Wakes the Deep is the oil rig one.
Still Wakes the Deep looks cool. I'm a big fan of oceanic horror as well. But video games, movies, shows. Movies...
Iron Lung.
I'm also excited for Slay the Princess.
Iron Lung?
Yeah, the Iron Lung movie. I'm kind of excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I'm not a big FNAF person, personally, but I'm excited for the movie. I think it'll be cool. But I'm not, nothing particularly. Shows, I'm really enjoying Ahsoka right now. Aside from the usuals. I've also been watching, Mushoku Tensei Season 2, and I really like that. And then as for YouTubers, I've been watching a lot of, I've been watching fucking Worm Girl story recaps on repeat. I've been just listening to her talk about Fear and Hunger. I've been listening to Worm Girl talk about Fear and Hunger. I watched her new video on, it's a Lisa the Painful fan game, and I can't remember what it's called, but, she just did a video on that. And then I cannot recommend Hazel to you enough. I love Hazel. She just put out a video about, like, the weird, VHS direct-to-video tokusatsu shit that was all themed around, like, female tokusatsu heroes. That was a cool video. But I've been watching, I would personally recommend, her 2-hour documentary about, Elvenlied, which I thought was neat. And then I also really like her videos about stuff like Aiken. I think that's really neat.
What is Mega's opinion on Arlong?
Complicated. He was one of the men who raised her. I like the picture that she and Nami have some conversations about it. I mean, when she was little, when she was around him, he was obviously very nice to her. Was friends with her dad, was a good man, but she didn't, like, you know, she was a kid. She didn't understand, like, what the shit he was saying meant. She just knew, like, yeah, the humans are mean to us. Dad's the best, and therefore fishmen are the best. So she, you know, she didn't really internalize any of his, like, supremacist beliefs or anything, but, like, she just didn't really know what any of it meant, so all of her memories of him are positive. So she has a lot of complicated feelings post Fishman Island talking to Nami about what happened with Arlong.
Have you ever read the Star Wars Expanded Universe novels?
No.
Only one canon one, and that was Master and Apprentice.
I read Master and Apprentice, and it was really, really good. I like Claudia Gray. Please let Rael Averross be in something. Thank you.
I mean, he already is.
Let him be in something that other people will notice. Thank you. So yeah.
I don't trust Dave Filoni touching books shit with a 10-foot pole, so I will take the 2 novels he is mentioned in.
Uh...
Are you planning on playing more Fear and Hunger over on Twitch? I really enjoy watching you play stuff like that.
I'm planning on playing Fear and Hunger for my subathon on Twitch in October, yes. Fave anime, because you're drawing anime today. Rurouni Kenshin, 100 times out of 100. There is no author. It was written by Hatsune Miku. Garbage. Garbage tier.
So how's that Star Wars D&D campaign going? Has Heaton joined the dark side yet? If no, why?
Not yet. Raistra's resisting. She's doing pretty good. Also, get hype. I just asked all of our fellow podcast members if I could DM a spooky Star Wars one-shot, and they said yes, so... giving me access to the, like, extended Star Wars canon was a bad idea, because I found out about the fucking Shri Karai Karai, and I have a lot of thoughts about it. But that's not the topic of the stream today.
Oh yeah, the Star Wars campaign's going well. New episode goes up on Tuesday.
Headphones died. Ah! If Meg had a Pokemon team, what type would it be mostly? Is that a joke? They'd be water types, dude. Probably,
What if water wasn't an option?
If water wasn't an option, probably either fighting or steel. Why is everyone a fucking Tempest cleric? Listen, lightning's cool. I don't know what to tell you. I love Call Lightning. Call Lightning's pretty pog. I don't like to profile. True, fair. Is Arlong dead? No. We don't know what happened to Arlong after Arlong Park. We presume he was arrested.
Has Meg seen dials being used?
Yes. She is familiar with tone dials. She is also, like Garp in the live action, is the kind of person who feeds the transponder snails.
What makes him want to be with Meg? Does she know what she wants or not? In reference to Sanji.
What makes him want to? Well, she's a woman, which is a start. She has tits and a uterus, and that's, you know, that's 75% of it for Sanji. Nah, like, Meg's a very, like, okay. I think when I write them together, a lot of Meg's appeal is that she's a very confident person in a way that Sanji can admire. He's someone who spent a lot of time carving out an identity of who he is and what he believes in, and is someone who feels very insecure, someone who's very, Sanji goes most of the series being very insecure and thinking that, like, his only value lies in what he can give to others. But Meg, Meg can appreciate and admires just everything that he is as a person. Like, the fact that he's so tremendously, unendingly kind, that he's, so empathetic, that he reads the needs of those around him so well, and as two people who lived lives that were very full of providing for others before providing for themselves, there's a lot of kinship in that. There's also a lot of, like, mutual attraction when it comes to, like, I feel like Sanji's the kind of person who, and not like in like a, and not in a weird way, you fucking weirdos, but like, in the way that he feels to me like somebody who gets a lot of satisfaction out of being able to help others, and in being praised for so doing, because he spent so long, being told that he was worthless, that having somebody who affirms that he is that he's wonderful just the way that he is, that he doesn't need to change to suit others, that his being this way is both good for him and attractive when he spent most of his early life being told that who he is and the kind of person he is undesirable. I feel like there's a lot of that. So basically, I feel like their relationship starts because, like, his attraction to her starts because she's a woman. But it deepens because she affirms a lot of good things about him, and she takes the time and effort because there's a lot of things she likes about him, namely that he's so, again, like, that he's so kind, that he's so empathetic, that he's so, that he's strong physically and emotionally. And, it's why I think that her relationship with him really changes over the course of Punk Hazard. Because, like, seeing the way that he cares for the people around him so completely and, fully, I feel like, would be the tipping point. And I feel like that mutual love and respect comes from, just two people bonding over fulfilling each other's needs. But, like, not intentionally, just kind of falling into one another like that.
Who made the first move and who made it official?
Sanji made the first move, because of course he did. I love the RP that we did, that I'm doing with Dio. That his first real move on her, so to say, was, that he found out what her favorite food is, and then he just started making it for her all the time. And then since it was always kind of a, like, just say yes, just tell me when, just say when, please say when, I will date you as soon as you ask. She approached him, and, like, sealed that shit up. Locked that shit down. How did Sanji react when she wanted her meal with oregano? Ontario, you're in this call.
I know, I just didn't want to cut out the people who were already asking questions. I didn't want to be rude and overstep my bounds.
Is her mom dead or alive? Her mom's alive. If Meg took one of those, tell us your favorite foods will predict how well you pay your taxes in the future. How would she answer to the questions, and what would her results be? Shut up, Dio.
Someone would like to get into commentary? Do you have any recommendations on how to start off?
Okay, so in regards to the kind of commentaries that, like, I make, like the fun, like, slideshow commentaries, I would recommend starting with something that you have a lot of interest in. So, like, try and find material, for example, like, if you're a big Pokemon person. I would recommend, like, finding stuff on Pokemon purely because you want to get in the habit of, like, since you need to get into the habit of, like, providing sources and, like, fact-checking stuff. Like, even if you know that it's true, you need to, like, provide a secondary source. So you want to get into the habit of doing that every time for everything. So you should start with topics that you really care about, because when you do that information, it won't come across, you won't get as bored. You won't get bored or frustrated, like, looking into all that stuff and getting all those details, and it'll deepen your understanding of the thing that you already like. That's what I did. I started with talking about video games that I liked, because it meant that when I did, like, all of this research into, like, the way they were developed and, stuff about their production values and what have you, it meant that I got to learn more about a thing I already liked. So that's what I would recommend. I'd also give you some, like, quick starting advice, is, always read your script through at least once. If you don't have script checkers, read your script through once. But if you're going to do it yourself, write your script, wait 3 days, and then read your script again.
Change the font. Change the font. That also might help. It'll make other things stand out to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked if you liked the Monster Hunter or have played the Monster Hunter games.
I tried. I tried so hard. My best friend, Ben, he's a big Monster Hunter guy, and he begged me, so I tried it. I tried Monster Hunter World, he bought it for me, and I can't, dude. I think they're cool. I think they're great. Brother, I can't. A, I'm bad at video games, and B, I simply don't have the patience. They're too technical for me, she says, being a Fear and Hunger fan.
Is Meg's mom free next weekend?
I mean, her husband's, the love of her life is dead, so yeah.
Can Meg lift a lot of weight?
She is. She's very physically strong. I like the idea that because she can't train with Sanji because he pulls punches like a bitch because he won't hit women. I like the idea that she trains with Zoro. And therefore has kind of slowly adapted into his workout routine. So the one thing that she's made, like, a lot of progress on since leaving Fishman Island is she's become very physically strong.
I don't need life, I just need a weekend, let's go.
Answer the question, commentator. I feel like if she were to do a stupid BuzzFeed quiz, Meg is the kind of person who takes them way too seriously.
Any tips for androgynous / NB character creation? I'm working on my One Piece OC that is non-binary, but I want them to be androgynous, and I can't seem to make it work for the One Piece style.
So, something interesting about One Piece and androgyny, is that there's a couple, it doesn't exist. But it does in a very interesting way. Oda's, the best way, like, okay, design conventions. Something that I struggle with quite a bit, which is wild, because I'm non-binary, is this constant impulse that when I make non-binary characters, to make them all androgynous. And some preemptive advice for the people out there in YouTube City right now. You don't need to do that if you're making a non-binary character. Because, like, I struggle with it because my constant impulse is, like, well, character design 101 is that, like, you should be able to read XYZ thing about who this character is at a quick glance, right? So if you want them to read as non-binary, you should make them androgynous, but, like, you know, non-binary people don't owe you androgyny, and, most non-binary people aren't, so it's, you know. But if that's what you're going for, look at, oh, what the fuck's his name? Fucking, what's his nuts? Iva's dude, the one who's, the creamsicle, what's fucking their name?
I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh god. Piss.
But Oda's got a particularly strong shape language. In that his characters are all very shape. And it's something that I quite like about them. It's something I really learned to love about his art style.
Inazuma.
Inazuma, that's it. So Inazuma's a good reference point if androgyny is where you're looking. Because, like, his men are rectangles, his women are circles. So try and find something that's in the middle.
Oh boy, you get fed for 12 minutes. Shut the fuck up.
You're welcome, Vera. I'm glad I could help. Because she's in Punk Hazard, who does she get body swapped with? Okay. I wrote, obviously, because I thought it'd be funny, that she gets body swapped with Sanji. And this is funny for two reasons. One, because that's, like, how I figure they get their, like, mutual appreciation of one another's, like, fighting styles. Two, that's how Sanji finds out that Meg is part Sea King, because Meg doesn't even know that at the start when they meet her. Because when he's saving Kinemon's fucking legs from the, or no, it's his torso, right? That's in the, yeah, it's his torso that's getting eaten by sharks. He smells blood and then gets the adrenaline rush. And he's like, huh, that's fucking weird. But also because I think it's funny.
If you were a tamer / Digidestined, which Digimon would be your partner?
I don't know enough about Digimon.
That's a question for TP, and he is not here.
It's a question for either TP or Red. Red would know. Okay, yes! This is cool. I like the idea. So, two things that I thought would be interesting. There are two weaknesses that Sea Kings have. To them, Sea Prism Stone is invisible. They just can't see it. It's why Marines, fun fact, if they have to go into the Grand Line, the bottoms of their ships are coated in Sea Prism Stone, so that way they're invisible to Sea Kings. It's why they don't get attacked by them.
And why they can, like, quote-unquote fast travel through the Grand Line.
Right. Normally, not really. It's not that she's,
Because she uses Sea Prism as part of her...
Yeah.
Her anchor's made out of it.
It's that if she's not focusing on it, she doesn't notice it. It's not that it's invisible, it's just that it kind of, like... It's a case of, like, you're what? Oh! Yeah, okay. But when she is... Hang on. She has a... I'm gonna show you. She has a fun, funky, fresh Berserker mode, when she gives in more to her monster instincts and kind of loses herself a little bit. In this state, when she's completely, like, in the mentality of a Sea King, then it becomes invisible. She just can't see it. A Kuramon? I will look that up. This better not be an insult. I'll ban you. Don't even start with me. Kuramon.
I mean, Daedalus, I don't think Daedalus will steer you wrong.
Ah! I love him! What a little guy! Look at this funky little man! Fuck yeah!
But he's also very evil.
He evolves into Ontario. I just looked it up. He evolves into Pheromon.
Well, in one line, it also turns into frickin' Diablomon.
Hell yeah! I will raise him with love and care and give him kisses on his little forehead so that he won't turn out evil.
I like the idea of Meg and Alice training together, helping Meg with her accuracy and Alice with her ability to dodge, but also I definitely post-time skip armament hockey, because why the fuck not?
It's like how Disney paints part of the park you're not supposed to pay attention to a certain color so you can miss it if you're not paying attention. Exactly! Exactly. That's the whole vibe. Is it just kind of like, huh? Please tell me Sanji isn't super gross with Megan, with Megara's body like he was in Nami's body. He tries not to be. He tries really hard to be respectful. Unfortunately, canonically, Meg has fucking massive honkers, so it's kind of hard not to.
You're creating another character with massive honkers and huge abs. Why am I not surprised?
Well, Asuka doesn't. My other One Piece character, the One Piece OC I made to ship with Law, she doesn't. She doesn't have big honkers. She has small honkers, and she's short and skinny.
Exception to the rule.
I adore Meg. Asuka is cool too. I love Asuka. I personally want to, because their major struggle is with Sanji wanting to label them as femme, and over time they get closer as crewmates. I love that! I think that's a really cool idea. Because I feel like everybody and their mother is like, oh, Sanji would be transphobic. He would, and I'm like, no, he wouldn't.
No.
Because he wasn't transphobic to Kiku. Fucking found out Kiku was trans, and Sanji was like, oh! Ma'am? Madam? She, her pronouns? Nodding? Like...
Even on Queen Island, like, Sanji's in hell because he can't fight back.
I just saw Dio. If Meg has honkers, does Asuka have squeakers? Shut up. That's great. Does Meg meet Asuka and Wano? She does, and they don't like each other. Asuka doesn't like her because she's, because Meg is the two things that most of the Straw Hats are: loud and dumb. Meg's not like, she's not on idiot crew level. She's not down there with Zoro and Luffy, but like, she's there with like Usopp and Chopper, where like, it's a case of, we will do the dumb thing because my captain says so, and that sounds like it'll be fun. He wouldn't be transphobic on purpose. No, I don't think so either. Ooh. Color fruit's a good idea.
How dumb and full of wink.
You know, wink. But Asuka's... but Meg probably wouldn't like Asuka because she's mean. Asuka's a bitch. She's very tired. She's been through a lot. She's not nice. You know one thing, everything is made of rubber. And before you ask, yes, yes it is.
Me father with a test tube, me mother with a rubber band.
You do the math! Listen. It didn't age as bad as I thought it would.
Even the gay joke was funny.
This is not meant to be offensive to a group of people in their sexuality, but you are gay.
You're wearing the purple suit? Then you deserve it.
Then you deserved it.
I do find it funny that everyone's just like, how come they made Helmeppo's hair long? One episode later.
They could make it a funny bit.
So they could make it a bit,
like-
and I love that. I love that for them. What does the D
I
stand
don't know
for?
whether I like Zoro doing it or whether or the original where it's just implied that Helmeppo thought that was a good haircut.
I'm still sad we did not get to see the gun hammer.
I thought that would have been funny.
But I'm still grateful we got Binksaki.
I screamed.
I also screamed.
Basically made Miss Golden Week's power, but more powerful. They can make elements, weapons, basic weapons with color. That's cool. I like that. I like Miss Golden Week too. It's a cool power. The fruity fruit. The gun fruit. That exists. Apropos of nothing. God, I love Baby 5.
I have come to realize that, don't remember her name, but she was Mr. Five's partner, that Alice's devil fruit is similar to that, but not in quite the same way.
Oh, Miss Valentine.
Yeah. Because hers is about changing her weight, whereas Alice is about manipulating her personal gravity. So she can walk on air.
The Japanese word for I don't know that one. Love to learn Japanese. So that I can fucking read the manga raws before everyone else. Him. But like, also just because Japanese is a cool language. Me, I'm going to draw this because it's a cute pose. Also me, because I need to learn how to draw asses from the back.
Oh. You hear this? You hear this nonsense?
No, you need to get closer to her.
I return. What nonsense did I miss?
The cat. How do you feel about penguins that are red? Penguins would be cute, red.
I think he's making a reference to something James talked about. They're like little cookies that are called penguins in ink.
Cute. Helmeppo's
GG
legendary
needs-
hair again. Oh, somebody on...
Go ahead. I'll throw it. Gigi needs a sub pop, so I'm just here squatting on the floor.
I was gonna say, we were joking about, somebody asked me on Twitter, like, what do you think of the One Piece live action? And my response was 0 out of 10, no Hachi. Spent the entirety of those last 2 episodes, the two of us are like, where the fuck is Hachi?
0 out of 10, no Django.
0 out of 10, no Django.
Which is strange, because you see his poster.
Yeah, his poster's in the background.
And they mention, like, you know, the Disco Ball Island.
No hachi. I like penguins. Penguins are cute. I want... baby. My precious octopus baby. Welcome to another character in One Piece. Welcome to a character in One Piece who didn't deserve it. Number 1, Hachi.
I don't know, maybe they just didn't have the money to make Hachi work in live action. I mean, we didn't get frickin' Moo Moo either.
Which made me sad! I missed Moo Moo!
They're just like, oh, remember Don Creek? Yeah, he's right in this arc.
All of the budget went to Luffy's arms, and the one sea king we saw at the start.
And the fisherman makeup, and the Denden Mushi.
Battle, battle, battle. Battle, battle, battle. Fucking, props. 1,000 props to the man who played Arlong. He did the laugh.
That is commitment.
If you pay attention during the scenes where Arlong's laughing, he does the sha 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 sha! Good for him. Good for him. What a good guy. Also, those fucking scenes with, Garp and, Zeph were the fucking best. They were really cool.
They were really good. Like, I see, like, Zeph, like, okay, good job to commitment. It's just like, okay, but can we really take him seriously with that mustache? And then it gets to the scenes with him and young Sanji, like, they made it work. The acting held up. They made it work.
Calls him little eggplant. Cry, crying on every surface, crying everywhere. And
Oregano's for savages!
Did you know Arlong's actor is gay? Damn, good for him.
Good for Arlong.
Good for- I can't believe Arlong's gay. Man, then I proposed the meme no mi. You eat it, you get the same powers if you had Heaton for your warlock patron. I have eyeballs everywhere, baby! You see everything. Buggy stole the show for you. Understandable. Samesies, honestly.
I just love the fact that just, like, how over the top he is. Like, God, like, where was the dancing lion?
I like the bit of the, like, alright, we gotta cut the dramatics. Lighting change. It's so good. If I had a nickel for every time that Sanji extorted a funny clown by keeping a part of their body in a bag and threatening to beat the shit out of it, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's wild that it's happened twice.
Also, gay Arlong. You know the conversation with Jinbei is because they had a relationship at some point in time.
I'd buy that. Jinbei can do better. Fucking,
Yeah,
I
I'm working on it.
love with all of my heart that way of mentioning Jinbei.
Which is kind of funny because, like, it is interesting how, like, I don't know, like, were the Warlords of the Sea mentioned when Mihawk first showed up?
Yes, that was the first time. And Oda specifically said, I just thought the title sounded cool, and then I was like, alright, cool, they're gonna be a thing now.
And then they just built up the whole privateer aspect and, like, so it's interesting, like, going back and seeing a series starting with all the information that we have now.
Listen, I'm here, for Robin and Jinbei, but I like Robin and Frankie more. Also, Brooke wants to smooch Jinbei, so.
I'm working on
Brooks likes big boys.
The big boys that do the martial arts.
I have to read Fishman Island first.
Oh, also a fun fact about Meg is that, yes, she can use Fisherman Karate. It's how she fights mainly. She pioneered the fighting style with her big ol' hooks. For those of you who have never seen her fighting style, let me show you. She has these 2 big hooks. They're made of sea prism stone that she gets from salvaging Navy ships.
Huh. So it's kind of like those like Shaolin monk style hooks.
Yeah, that's basically the way that you should picture it.
I like her casually misplacing her hooks, like all the time, because if she's not thinking about it, she just can't see them.
Where are they? Where are my hooks?
Would it ever get to a point where just Sanji would just grab one of the hooks and just like slightly like just pull her off screen by just like, here they are.
Gotcha. I picture that Zoro has tried.
Like wielding them, or
Like, do it, like, trying to hook something with them, and then just beans them dead on, and she's like, no, you've gotta go, you gotta throw past and then pull in, you can't, they're not pointy, they're not spears, idiot! Jubek's voice actor is going to be doing an interview soon on the One Piece podcast. Going to be taking questions from fans on Twitter. Can I send you guys a link? Yes, please! I want to ask a question. I like the idea of her learning fisherman karate from Jinbei. And then, like, she's got a difficult time because of her, like, monstery predilection. Her two big struggles with are with hockey and with fisherman karate, predominantly because since her beast, so to say, gets aggravated during fights because of the adrenaline rush, she can't really think very well. So she can't do anything that requires, like, a lot of concentration. That's one of her big drawbacks. It's, like, her biggest weakness when it comes to, like, getting stronger. Oh, I picture that Frankie... I've thought about Frankie improving her fucking setup at some point. Please don't crash. Jesus Christ.
That's...
I think I can actually turn that off. I only wanted to do it for the sketch.
worst devil fruit and why?
Okay, there is an answer, but it doesn't count. So I'm gonna give you what I think the real answer is, and then I'm gonna follow up with a secondary. The real answer is, we know for sure Oda has said, we've never seen it, but we know it exists. The water fruit objectively must be the worst. I think it's a tough sell to argue anything else would be worse. But I think... I mean, I think Magellan's got it the worst. I think being made out of poison sucks.
And constantly having the diarrhea?
Yeah. I have food poisoning, but all the time.
But that's because he eats poison on purpose. He doesn't have to do that. His bowel issues are literally self-inflicted for no reason. As someone who just recently read Impel Down.
During the stream, the first thing I hear is about bowel issues. What a day. Hi, Len! Why does water suck? There's water everywhere most of the time. Ah, yes! But you see, when you consume a devil fruit, and you become doused in seawater, you, like, all of your strength gets sapped away from you. The reason...
Mother Ocean rejects you.
Mother Ocean rejects you. So the answer is either you are effectively manipulating something that is actively toxic to you at all times and you do not have a reprieve from it, or it's a Logia type and you are made of water, which means that if you are made of water and then fall into the sea, you could probably just fucking die. Also, fun fact, as of Zoe, we have seen what happens when a fish man eats a devil fruit, and the answer is that it sucks.
I wonder if there'll ever be a way to, like, extract devil fruit powers from someone.
Because fishmen can breathe water, they're fish, they just kind of sink.
I feel like if someone was able to extract devil fruit stuff, it would probably be Vegapunk.
I feel like Vegapunk could probably do it.
I haven't even met Vegapunk yet. And, like, that feels like something he would do.
They've the capacity for it, for sure. Vegapunk is one of the few cases where you get to make the joke of, like, you refer to them with they, them pronouns. Could it be that you think they're multiple people? They are. Vegapunk is, like, technically, I think, 9 people? Didn't Blackbeard technically do that with Whitebeard's devil fruit powers? Yeah, and we just super still don't know why. We don't know why or how.
Third one.
And he gets a third one, spoilers! We don't know what the fuck is going on!
Why is he the specialist boy in the world?
Wouldn't the water be the strongest one against devil fruit? It would, but at what cost? It would be the strongest one against devil fruit, including itself.
I mean, I guess, Theo.
You eat it and you die.
But, like, 2 devil fruits usually means that you just fucking die.
What a fucking mystery.
Yeah, they make one comment about, like, oh, his body is weird, but that's it?
Yep, it's
That's
just...
literally it.
They're just like, he's sure built different. I wonder what's up with that. Anyway. It's actually really funny because everybody is like, what the fuck is up with that? And all of Whitebeard's crew is like, or Blackbeard's crew is like, eh.
We don't know.
Why? Do you mean what's the devil fruit meta? Because why? The answer to why is because it's a shonen anime, but if you eat 2 devil fruits, you die. But that's what I mean is we don't know! We don't know how this works! I hate the Marimaro no me. The last time she used her power, she'd be like, do I do believe I'm on fire. I did the SBS questions that Oda asked of all of the Straw Hats, and one of them was, if they didn't have if they're somebody who doesn't have a devil fruit, what one would they ideally have? Meg would have the Munch Munch fruit. Keaton has a TCG, learn it sometime. No, I will not, thank you. No, smile.
I mean, if you want the power scaling of just the devil fruits, Logia is typically baseline the most powerful, then Zoe, and then...
Okay, so, boy, alright, hang on. There's more to that, and I think we both know that, so...
It's just the baseline.
So, the base that you need to know, as someone who's never watched or consumed One Piece, there's 3 types of devil fruits, which we need to establish off the fucking top. There's Logias, Paramecias, and Zoans. Logia means that you turn into a substance.
You are made of that substance.
You are made of the substance. For example, Ace turns into fire, Smoker turns into smoke, Crocodile turns into sand. You become a substance. Zoan fruits, you turn into an animal of some kind. Think of it like a werewolf transformation. You can either become fully the animal, fully a person, or something in the middle. Paramecia... Oh yeah, Chopper has the human fruit. Dalton has a cow fruit. There's one guy in CP9, Kaku, who can become a giraffe.
And there's also limitations of certain types. There's mythical types of them that turn into legendary creatures like phoenixes, and for some reason the Buddha.
Yeah, Marco turns into Marco, for example, can turn into a phoenix, which is the mythic form of the bird fruit. The bird variation of, or the bird is the mythical variation of the bird fruit.
And also ancient types, so you got stuff like dinosaurs and mammoths and stuff like that as well.
Then there's Paramecia, which is anything else. In universe, we are told that the stack goes, Logias are the most powerful, Paramecias are number 2, Zoans are the weakest.
I thought it was the other way around for Paramecia and Zoan.
No, Zoans are the weakest, because there's more, you don't get to do as much. You're not as flexible. But that's stupid, and we know that's stupid, because one of the most powerful men in the world was a fucking Paramecia user, but that's fine! One of the fucking emperors of the fucking sea is a Zoan Devil Fruit user, but it's fine.
Black Heaton did say Meg would have the Munch Fruit if she had one.
Munch.
Would she create Meg House?
So the Munch Fruit, as it stands, is, for those of you who don't know, it's Wapol's Devil Fruit. It means you can eat anything, and then whatever you eat, you can absorb into your body and then make it a part of you. What is Meg's dream? I'm so glad you asked. So, Meg, our dearest Megara, shares the dream of her queen and of all fishmen. She wants her people to be able to live in the sunlight. She wants her people to be safe. She wants to be able to live a life with her friends and her family and be able to do and be whatever she wants without fear of being persecuted or hurt in the process.
Megara, it's a Greek mythology name.
Megara. Yep. Meg was supposed to be short for Megan or something? No, Megara.
It can be short for Megan, but not in this case.
Well, okay, technically. So I've said this before. Welcome to a bit. I've said this before, but I'm like Crafty, where my shit is puns or some kind of like clever wordplay. The difference is that mine are clever. And
You're
aren't
wrong.
well, they don't hit you in the face like a metal baseball bat, I guess is the better bit. So
I mean, he's British, that's most of their puns.
True. Megara was a Theban princess and the first wife of the hero Heracles. Yeah! You're getting it! Oh yeah, Heracles had lots of wives. That's not the point. But she was, she's named Megara, for 2 reasons. One, because of her connections to Heracles. Because it's a fucking haha, the superhuman bit, get it? Hee-ho. BTM Bloodlines releases fall 2024. Sure it does, Dio. Sure it does. Sure it does. Whatever you say, Dio. Is the finalized release date in the room with us right now? I'll believe it when it's on Steam. Until then, it doesn't exist. But the other reason is that it's because her nickname, Meg, is a reference to the Megalodon. Because she was originally going to be a shark, and then I thought, I like this play better. Meg sarcastically, I'm a damsel, I'm in distress, I can handle this, have a nice day. Exactly. My favorite Straw Hat besides Sanji? So tough. I would say either Robin or Luffy. Close. 2 very close seconds. Because I love Robin's character development. Her bit with, Black Maria in Wano made me fucking cry! She was so happy! She's like, oh, my friends are relying on me, that means the world to me! And she cried, and that made me so fucking happy. Also, damn, area introverted autism girly that keeps telling people about fucked up shit because she thinks it's relevant and cool, but secretly, well, I guess not secretly, it's not a secret, but like, but also really likes cute things, but will also tell you facts about the electric chair. Same hat, baby! Big relatable.
To mention, her power is probably the most uniquely used throughout the series.
Especially now that we know she can use Fishman Karate, that's terrifying.
Guys,
Plus,
go ahead and ask your question.
Also, but Luffy. My boy, my baby boy, I love him so much. I love our captain. I love my MC, man. He's so good. He's baby. The man's baby. What do you want? I specifically said as well, a testament to how good the live action was. Brooke and I spent 75% of our time watching it, was that every time Iñaki did anything, we were like, that's our boy! That's our boy! That's him! That's our boy! I understand. I get it now. I get what Oda meant.
What's with the Coraline dolls?
A vibe.
people have the motif.
It's a motif, I guess. I picked it for 2 reasons. One, it bled into the, like, overall Warlock patron theme that I went for with my VTuber. But I ended up drawing them just so that there'd be some visual consistency for my friends on stream. And I just like to, I mean, I guess a third thing is I just like to do nice things for my friends. So, like, it's nice to have a cute little guy.
Less people on stream aren't asking, who's talking right now? So people can actually see, like, things lighting up.
Does Meg not have an ass? No, she's supposed to, but I have difficulty. This angle and this pose are weird. I've just given up. It doesn't matter enough.
What did Meg do when she first realized she wanted to smooch the blonde pretty boy?
Panic. She panicked.
My OC, Don Coyote. He is a mink that was raised without the knowledge he is a mink.
He is but simply a funny-looking man. I'm not a dog. What are you talking about? I love that with all of my heart. That's very good. But she panicked. She was... So, Meg's, like, first response, was, like an, oh no, oh fuck, it's happening, oh shit, oh god! But over time, it kind of became a different issue, that she was really worried that, like, So she's very, like, in personality and behavior and the like, she's very masculine. She has very masculine energy. She plays drinking games with Zoro. She, you know, she's very physically intimidating. She's buff. She's a tomboy, basically. And not to get, like, too off the rails for this question, if you guys want to hear about it a little more, I'll talk about it, but, like, she has some very complicated relationships with her femininity. So she, at first, was like, well, is he gonna reciprocate because he likes me? Or because I'm a girl? But the other thing was, she was afraid that he wouldn't like her more masculine traits. And would be like, oh, well, when a girl comes along who, like, when a girl comes along who's, like, pretty or, like, her big thing was that she had a very it's why she has a complicated relationship for a little bit with Nami and Robin, is because they're kind of all the things that she's not. And she kind of internalized that a little bit. And she was like, well, I think he's nice to me because I'm a woman, but I don't think that he'd be attracted to me like he is to Nami and Robin because I'm not feminine. I'm not pretty. Not that she's unattractive, like, she knows she's attractive, and that's partly why she has a complicated relationship with her femininity, but, like, but she's not, like, feminine. And if he's attracted to, like, women and being femme-presenting people, and she's not femme, she was like, well, then he won't be attracted to me the same way. So there was a lot of insecurity at first. Meg is a smoke show confirmed. A little self-conscious? Yeah. Smoked the blonde guy, panic, punches him in the face!
I keep hearing your comments, and the name, and the fact you named your character Megara, and all I'm hearing is, no chance, no way, I won't say it, no.
Yeah! I want that to be the vibe. I want that to be the vibe you come away with. Because it's very that for a little while. I picture they have their moment in, like, in Dressrosa before they separate. Because that's something that's very important. Because the fact that Sanji... Okay, so I need to show you something. Okay. I have the fanfic written in my head. I simply am... not confident enough to do anything about it. So, before Sanji leaves, well, before they separate in Dressrosa, they have their, like, moment, right? And he leaves her with his tie, which is it's a Kenshin reference, shut up. But he leaves her with his tie and says, I'll come back. And then they get to Zoe, because she stays behind in Dressrosa. Because, spoilers, she has a lot of feelings about... spoilers, the fishman has a lot of feelings about people being kept as slaves. But when she gets back, Sanji's gone, and she's heard about the wedding, and she kind of just shuts down a little bit. And she has some fears, some anxieties about abandonment, because it's almost like, the people she saw as her family, one of them died, and her 3 other surrogate father figures just kind of, 2 of them just disappeared, and one of them turned out to be the worst. Jinbei became a warlord of the sea and got locked up, and she thought he abandoned her, and Arlong got locked up and she thought he abandoned her too. So finding out that the man that she was in love with, who she thought was going to soothe over a lot of her deep-held insecurities about herself, finding out that not only did he leave, but he left for another woman was not good on her. Yep, 3 surrogate fathers. Jinbei, Arlong, and Hordy. Draw Syphonia, I love her.
She wouldn't have gotten sent anywhere because she's a post-time skip OC.
Mm-hmm. His family has hypertrichosis, so he thinks he was born a little weird. I love that! The mental image of just this group of really hairy people and a dog! Did you catch all the characters in the execution scene? I did! I saw Mihawk and Baby Smoker and Shanks and Crocodile.
I saw Mihawk, I didn't see Crocodile.
Everyone is saying that the lady who's covered in gold jewelry with the intricate hair piece, everyone's saying that's Crocodile. That's pre-transition Crocodile. Oh, I designed them FANKIDS. These are their twin sons. Lei and Miel.
Little blonde boy at the execution is probably Smoker.
That's probably Smoker. Because Smoker has the whole monologue about watching Roger die.
I'm just sad, like, we didn't see in the background, because they always say, like, oh, all these people were there at Roger's execution. Okay, who's the really tall, lanky guy with the horns and the devil makeup and all that? Like, just imagine just being there and just, like, seeing Mori in the background and, like, wait, what?
Mori does kind of draw attention, huh? Remember Full Metal Alchemist episode where Father Mega merges his daughter with the pet dog? Yes! Is this gonna be was that fucked up or what? Thought it was Dawn.
I don't think it was, it doesn't seem like it would have been,
Meg, about 20 bottles in, I thought my heart learned its lesson. Yeah, more or less! More or less! No idea if you've already answered this, but what was Meg's first immediate reaction to seeing him again? Hug. Tackled. The bit is that she immediately, like, she hugs him, and she's like, I'm so happy to see you, and he says, I'm so happy to see you too, and then she punched him, and goes, you didn't tell anyone! You just disappear! And then I see in the news, streamed on the snails, that you were at Marineford, you almost died, you didn't tell anybody, you were gone for 2 years, you didn't tell anybody that you were okay, I thought you died, fuck you!
This is the energy of that one bit from Chicken Run. That's for leaving! And this is for coming back.
Yeah, just cry. She was so happy to see him again. And then the joke is that, or the joke, it's not really a joke, it's just what I wrote. But what I wrote's a joke, so hee-ho. Self-deprecation jokes. Hot off the presses. The bit is that, she takes Jinbei's place. She's supposed to only be, like, a temporary member of the crew. Because Jinbei, she doesn't feel like she belongs with them, because they're cool, and she is like, I don't know, you know, I can't leave the island, the way that typically people join the Straw Hats. But Jinbei is like, well, you'll need a helmsman until I get there. And so Meg is technically supposed to be a temporary member of the crew, and then Jinbei joins proper in Wano, and she's like, well, I guess that means that it's over. I guess that means I have to go home. And Luffy just grabs her and says, no. And she's like, what do you mean no? And he says, no, you don't get to go home. Crew now. Gently pats face. Now get on the boat. And she's no longer the helmsman, because she is not better at it than Jinbei, but, she's just considered a part of the crew after that. I've discovered in, like, writing my little, like, One Piece thoughts, etc., doing RRPs and the like, I have discovered that I just really like writing Luffy. Writing Luffy is really fun.
He's simple, but not stupid.
He's very... It's great.
He's dumb.
No, he's dumb, but he's like... There's something about Luffy that is, as a character, I think Oda has made, like, one of the most perfect main characters ever. Because, like, Luffy is so warm and kind, and, like, uncompromisingly so, that getting to write for him makes me happy.
Like, he has, like childhood innocence and, like, almost, like, wonder about everything, but still the courage and, you know, ideals to do what's right.
Yeah.
I made a comment about this to some of my other friends, and I just wanted to ask you guys, do you think the Netflix series made Luffy too smart?
No.
No.
Because there's a couple of moments where Luffy will have flashes of good ideas. They're not frequent, but like, for example, he had a pretty smart. I think it was in Venice Lobby, where he had like a good idea or something.
Yeah, Luffy's...
No, the dating back fight with Foxy. He actually like had an idea and it worked out for him, and that's how he won the fight.
Yeah, Luffy is not incompetent, he's an idiot, if that makes sense. He's dumb, but, like, he's capable of doing what needs doing. It's just that he's not gonna go into the fight with a plan, but he'll come out of the fight with one.
I mean, it's the same thing with, like, a lot of shonen protagonists. Like, they can be intelligent, it's just on certain things they're not the brightest.
Mm-hmm.
And no harshing against any of the Netflix acting. They all did an amazing job.
Iñaki brought me such joy. He's so good. He's so cute. I want to smooch him on the forehead, and not in, like, a romantic way. In the way that I want to smooch the cat on the forehead. He's just simply so cute.
Although I didn't realize this until Holly told me it, did you know that Zoro's actor is actually related to Sonny Chiba?
I didn't know that, but did you know that Zoro's actor was in the Kenshin live action as well?
I think so. Did he do other, like...
He's Enishi Yukaishiro in the live action Kenshin. He's in he's the main villain of the oh god, the fourth movie. By the end of it, did Meg end up thinking, screw this, I'm going to that wedding and either bringing him back myself or beating the hell out of him? Haha, hee-ho, haha. So see the thing about that. Okay. I need to redesign her hair. I don't like how I drew her hair, but this is the vibe. This is the bit. So I have a whole bit. I'm not even gonna regale it to you because I want to do something with it so bad. If I can find a way to, like, animatic it out, because it's in my brain. And it's a lot is the thing. Like, I have a whole sequence in my head for the wedding. It's in there. I just have to find a way to, like, I don't know if I have to commission someone, because I'm so bad at sequential art.
You might have to do that, but all I'm asking that is if you do a wedding animatic, you need to include at least one scene where she's holding Sanji and it's looking like the frickin' scene from Creature from the Black Lagoon where she just has him in her arms and just pulling him into the water.
But I have it. It's in my brain. I simply require... Oh, Brooke?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
Ah.
I just got an email. Something I ordered from Amazon got here. Can you go get it out of the mailbox?
Yeah.
Thank you! Go toss the cat in the... It's in the fucking closet.
She's taking a nap right next to her best friend McClar. It should be fine.
Gigi has been trying to escape lately, so now Justin and I have taken to... When we have to go outside to get the mail or something, we just toss her in the fucking closet. If she didn't try to escape, she wouldn't be tossed into the closet. But she must be confined for her own fucking safety because she's gotten out twice!
No, she's gotten out like 3 or 4 times.
Oh yeah, you're right.
She was at the door waiting for me, but I'm quick like a rabbit, and she was not able to slink past me. She'll take 2 steps outside and then stop and not really know what to do from there.
Do we know if minks can have kids with fishmen? So, we know fishmen can breed with humans. We know that for sure, because one of the lesser villains in Dressrosa is a fishman hybrid. So we know they can have fishmen can have kids with people. But I don't know if minks can have... It's more of the minks question. Luke's one of those guys you feel like is chill 24/7. If you push them over the edge, they're just dead. Like, deader than dead. Like, lying in a coffin 6 feet into deep hole dead. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I know what this is. I'm like 75% sure I know. Where's my fucking knife?
Why didn't it pick up thumbnail? I'm pissed. I'm anime tits.
I was going to remind you, but then I figured you'd just see it.
I put it there, but you two didn't take it, and when we saw it in the sub box, I was like, what the heck?
Did you forget to confirm? I do that sometimes.
It's fixed now.
It's my Pokemon
7
Go
hours-
Plus!
7 hours later.
Yes, okay. So I got a Pokemon Go Plus, the little peripheral, for 2 reasons. 1, I play a lot of Pokemon Go. Nice. And 2, I do a lot of Pokemon Sleep. But it's been wildly inconsistent, because I forget to do the whole rigmarole before I go to bed. So I figure I can just, with this, I can just hit the button and it'll record my fucking sleep, which is the whole fucking point. But this will also auto-spin Pokestops, which will be nice. Sleep data not found. Yeah, more or less.
Not going outside. You little shit.
Oh, it's already charged! I didn't think it'd be... I didn't think it'd come with a charge. Hell yeah. Pagoggers. I'll set that up after stream. Meg have a shark ray, one that she uses to threaten people with? She definitely does. You know, when One Piece is completely, but your OC is very cute. Thank you, Sinister. I love her. She is one of my favorite characters that I've made right now. I'm also currently wildly hyperfixated, so that might also be part of why. But I also just love her. I'm proud. I worked hard to make her interesting and cool. So I want to take a brief aside from talking about this. I want to talk about what I'm thinking about doing the next week or so. Or the next month or so. So, as you all, I would sure hope are aware, it is now the month of September. So, for those of you who don't follow me over on Twitch, 1, you should. 2, I have, I've partnered with, the Starlight Foundation. So starting next week, on Tuesday, I'm gonna be playing Kirby games over on Twitch to raise money, for the Starlight Foundation, which is a company that gives specialized hospital gowns and, like, comfort and amenities to kids who are going through, like, chemo and, like, cancer treatment. So I'm gonna be playing Kirby for them throughout the month, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. What I think I want to do, because I'm doing fundraiser stuff over on Twitch, I think what I'm gonna try and do on Wednesday, which is my usual lore stream day, I think I will stream here on YouTube instead. Because I think this will be a good chance to try and break up and see what the weekday schedule is like. So on Wednesday, at around this time, so probably around 5, I'll be here. I'll be streaming here on YouTube. And then for those of you, again, who don't follow me on Twitch, in October, I'm going to be streaming every single day during October. I'm going to be doing what's called a subathon, for those of you who aren't familiar with what happens over on Twitch, where I'm going to be trying to raise Twitch subs. We have some fun activities planned. I have some cool stuff I want to do. I have some fun dono goals planned. I have some fun sub goals planned. But I'll be streaming every day. I'm going to try and stream 2 times a day. I'm going to try to stream in the morning and in the afternoon. In the mornings, I'll be doing artwork. I'll be doing Goretober. And then in the afternoons, I'll be playing horror games. I was gonna try and stream 3 times a day, but I think I don't have the stamina for that.
What are you gonna do on D&D days?
Cry. Probably. And GL. Does Sanji still have his habit with other women? If so, does Meg grab him by the skull and... Okay, no! We talked about this. I don't think so. I don't think that Sanji is a... Sanji Vinsmoke is not a fucking philanderer. He does not, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't see it. I think, because I like this better, I like the idea that he becomes a wife guy. That it's 100% just a case of, like, are you aware of my wife? How much I love my wife?
So you basically turned it from the perv character just into Maze Hughes.
Yeah, effectively. I haven't already answered it. It's just something I've talked about before. Okay, I want to do 2 more things, and then we can add the text. Listen, I like doing typography with my artwork, with my illustrations. It's a habit I developed in middle school and have not broken. This mid-tone will be good. I need... Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one is the one I want. I think. Yeah, this is the one I want. do I have a better one than this? Don't I? Do I not? Am I nuts? Am I insane? Could I be dumb? Wait, am I thinking of... No. I could have sworn I had... Hang on, we're gonna... Because occasionally Clip Studio Paint wants to crash when I go into my fucking materials. Water texture... Scale types, lace types... Stamp pixels, beam lights, burst lights... Model types... Listen, I have a lot of custom brushes in this fucking shit. Those fucking, like, cable knit sweater patterns save my fucking ass like you wouldn't believe. Also, big fan of lace brushes. Is this the one I want?
Does Meg have a favorite animal?
I feel like... I'm gonna go with my first instinct. My gut said penguins. It's your con score. It feels like it's your second dump stat. Spoilers, you're right! Also, my int is not my dump stat, my wisdom is. I know a lot of things. I'm very... Is this Clip Studio Paint? It is Clip Studio Paint. Sanjay, I was wondering, you're good at getting rejected by women. It's just like, yeah, what about it? I'm a married chef, I'm a married chef. Also, yeah, when other women hit on him, she does assert her dominance, though. I think this'll work. It's not the one I was thinking it was, but I think this'll work with what I'm trying to do here. No, I want it to go here. Do that. Considering Meg's height, probably easy to assert dominance. You're right. She would, in fact, also probably just pick his bitch ass up. Just be like, nope. Mine now. Come here. does Meg's ideal date look like? She just likes when he cooks for her. Like, she's a big, like, a big softie. She likes, like, romance. So truly, like, if he cooked for her and told her she was pretty and held her hand and took her somewhere nice, that would be all she would need. Because she just likes spending time with him.
She's the tomboy that does like to be the girly girl.
She does. She thinks it's very sweet.
It's very much a Toko situation.
Very much a Toko situation. Have I seen Blue Beetle? I have not. By another woman, he's like, haha, wow, that's nice. You have the same taste as my wife. The joke we have is that Meg is the type of person who gets jealous quick, but, like, doesn't, like, for the most part, because spoilers, she doesn't like pudding. But I have this cute headcanon that she and Viola get along really well by the end of Dressrosa. So by the end of Dressrosa, the two of them have a rapport of like, yeah, isn't Sanji great? I just think that's cute. I get to do the fun typography things now, yay! Oh, you like my wife. I like my wife. This is a good font.
Here's the main question. Will you ever do a piece where it's just basically them in, like, the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith moment?
Yes! I can and I will. Gonna have to change the fucking color and outlining of this again, because fuck you. Make my life easy for once. I think I like this better. Biggest mongoose. Trying to. Lettering is a whore. I wish with all of my heart that we could do fucking shape keys in Clip Studio Paint. It's the one thing that... It's the one thing that fucking Photoshop has that CSP doesn't, is that I wish I could just highlight an area and make the text warp, but I can't! So I have to do all my text warping by hand, and I hate it. I can just do it here. I don't wanna, that'll take up, ah! Meg, pick up Sanji over her shoulder or bridal style. Over her shoulder. It's funnier. One of those pretend I'm another woman hitting on you at the club tests on him,
No,
and when she...
Sorry.
And when she tries hitting on him, he just aerates siren screams.
No, it's literally that bit from frickin' Hell of a Boss. It's just Millie just holding Molly, just like, Moxie, this is my ass!
Yeah, that's about right. Oh wait, okay. I think I've just staring at this. I think I figured it out. I'm hoping that this isn't a don't dead open inside, but I think it'll be fine. What size is this? Are you for real? Alright. Perfect fucking font size is 69-point font. Sure, fine!
Nice.
Nice.
You win this time, Clip Studio Paint. Okay, I think the best thing for this would be to... I think we're gonna separate these, because the... Yeah. Because I like... This needs to be readable. And I think I can do this. And then I can turn the burn down so that it can still be legible, but I like the look of this on the lower better. And that's more legible even still. There we go. Use 100% to make my art, 5% skill, 95% winging it. You are correct! And then we do just a quick... I like solid color gradient, but I like to use typically an outline around both the characters and the background. It makes everything kind of pop and yet still feel relatively cohesive. And then we do that. And that, my lovely Legionnaires, is a completed art piece.
Yeah.
Fuck! Yeah, it's finished. So, that's that on that. Thank you for the likes. Really do love Meg's design. Thank you. I love Meg's design. So wholesome and a little gay. Where do you plan on posting? I plan on posting on Twitter, as is my usual posting place. Until fucking I figure out where else to go. Because unfortunately, Twitter's one of my main platforms. Remember to glaze. I will try. Why has you not posted your Earth-Genasi art nowhere? What do you mean? Did I not post that fucking Father Stone piece?
On Twitter, I don't think you did.
Oh my god, I didn't.
You can double check.
Oh my god, I didn't. I can't believe I forgot. How did I fucking forgot? Hang on, I'm gonna do that right now. Thank you for reminding me. I can't believe I fucking forgot. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not stupid. You're stupid. Neither the rogue nor the dice girl nor any other. Well, the dice girl... I can't believe... shh. How do I do that? How do I do that?
How do you do what?
I'm just checking how I... Just staring at my monitor. I'm like, okay, no, this is the one. Alright, I have to download it. I'm doing it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'm doing it. It's fine. Don't fucking worry about it. I'm figuring it out. The point is... There's nothing fucking funnier than just you guys watching my VTuber as I fucking gormlessly stare. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Listen, I'm stupid, and you need to know that. I'm just fucking dumb. I have like 4 int points I rub together. I have 4 whiz points, and I rub them together on occasion, and that forms like a cohesive thought. It's just, I'm so fucking dumb. I'd keep being like, oh, I'm so tired, you know, that's what it is. But like, I got no excuse. Listen, I have a positive modifier, but you'd never know it. Yeah, Christ.
In intelligence and wisdom.
Cannot believe I forgot to post this Father Stone piece. Only worked my fucking ass off on it. Only took me like 4 hours to finish. I can't believe I didn't think to fucking post that. And then usually what I've been trying to do is retweet the stream announcement with my with the finished artwork. So, as our stream comes to a close, and I can't raid people on Twitch or on Twitter or on what? YouTube. Oh my god. Before my last brain cell dies of loneliness. Christ. Since I can't read... I almost said read. That's it. I'm fucking...
Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Cannot raid on the YouTube.
Since I cannot raid on YouTube, I will give you the breakdown for the week. Fuck. So, Tuesday, we're gonna start playing Kirby over on Twitch. Wednesday, I will come over here again in the evening, and we'll do what I've been doing on Twitch, which is lore streams, which just means I'll be drawing more of my OCs and talking about them. This was wonderful. Thank you all for being so engaged and so invested in Megara. I hope you'll be I hope you'll enjoy whoever I decide to draw on Wednesday. And then Thursday will be more Kirby. Saturday we'll be back here. So that's what we're gonna do. That's how this is gonna be. If you follow me over on Twitter or on Discord, or if you join the Discord, we have a community Discord. That's where I post, like, going live notifications. I have in the description of the stream is my card that has all of my information, like my Twitch, my Twitter. And then, but yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Thank you so much for coming. I had a wonderful time. I am enjoying being on YouTube. You guys are so wonderfully sweet. Goodbye!
Goodbye!
Catch you later.